Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Hello.
back. We have another game, another draft at our hands. It's Team Secret versus Team Serenity. I'm only Pixel. I'm here with Fox, and this is going to be an interesting one. We have just had Liquid versus Fnatic. It was a very fun up and down series, crazy series. We saw Liquid get stomped in one of the games, 39-1. Now we're in with a different series, Secret Serenity. Fog. We don't know what to expect. What are we going to expect from Serenity? Is this their first showing here at TI?
I am not too sure. I've ran into a couple of them in pubs, and they've been picking
Were they good?
they were definitely very good
Oh, they were
players.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I ran into I think it was rank 2. I think it was GGG. I'm pretty sure he was the one who I was playing with.
That's not bad.
He was rank 2. Yeah, he was very good. Same thing. I ran into a bunch of Secret guys too. I'm already looking at the bans. These are making sense. Secret was definitely playing. He got a good amount of Visage. I know Midwin was playing it a bunch in those pubs. So, all right. I mean, I don't really know what to expect though from Serenity.
I was going to say, some of the teams probably do from scrims and such behind us. You can only imagine. So a Secret opening with a Silencer Pudge
Ban, yeah.
I mean, but first phase ban, Silencer Pudge.
We've been seeing the Silencer though. Silencer's been taken out already.
Only certain.
We saw it in Fnatic. It was
Fnatic
Fnatic
were playing it.
that we saw earlier. Alright, so Nyx right off the bat. Okay.
Okay.
So what are we learning from the other games? We're learning that Wraith King's starting to become one of the most top picked.
Sure.
CM is still very high up there, of course, that we kind of expected. Apparently Huskar is getting picked a lot. I think it's lost the majority of the games so far. No spoilers, but there's been a bunch of Huskars. So let's see.
Let's have a look. First pick from Secret. What do they want to grab? Now, Serenity well and truly shut down any chance of a sort of a drought. So it's the
Necro into the Nyx. This is what I was wondering. They picked it just right off the bat. That's why I think Serenity picked the Nyx, because I was like, why are they picking Nyx? But they must, so they know Secret really likes playing Necro.
That's a disrespect pick there.
I mean,
first pick in Necro into a first pick Nyx.
There's like so many
going
reasons.
in.
It's like so many reasons. Nyx works great. Like the mana burn is the obvious one, right? But then you're always pulsing to push waves, right? And in Vendetta Nyx, you can carapace the pulse. You set up the gank before you can get the Ghost Shard off. High damage through the Ghost Shard as well. So okay, must be something that they have planned out here with it. And it will be. Okay, so they're doubling down.
I mean, they are. I'm Nyx Assassin. He's got a smile on his face.
Yeah. So Nyx has a great spot in this game if they're able to use him with his mana burns, if he can actually poke and prod. But I think what the point for Secret was, we want Necro, but we don't want them to take Pugna, because it's really hard to play Necro versus Pugna. Pugna's like the hard counter.
I don't know. I mean, these two heroes, they make sense on their own, but you're picking them into a Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Puppy.
I know
it's Puppy.
I think Puppy drafts with pretty much half the screen covered up. He doesn't look at what the enemy does. He says, "I'm going to do whatever the heck I want, and I'm going to win the game most of the time." So he doesn't care what Serenity are picking. He's just going to do his stuff, and he's done it here. Necrophos and Pugna coming out.
I mean, Nyx is not the strongest laner. That's one of the big things.
Sure,
the
but
lane
as you say,
it gets enabled,
and then you pretty much solo kill these heroes. Right?
Yeah, it gets enabled so much because he's versus these heroes. And there's the other hero we're seeing. The trend, of course, the Clinks. The Clinks and the Wraith King, I think, are the two big, I guess, pub meta that people have been seeing a lot develop over the last few weeks.
The double invis, though.
The double invis?
The double invis. Could be counted.
Clinks doesn't look... Clinks look like he could be in a lot of pain.
I mean, Clinks dies. These two heroes, if Clinks doesn't get ahead, have a good lane, he gets bursted, right?
Yeah.
He's got to be careful. Got to make sure he's always walking around with the buffer.
I like this ban. They're playing with a ranged carry.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of the Arc Warden when you're playing versus Secret. Ace loves to play the hero. He's been spamming it in pubs. He also, actually, I don't know if it was him, so I'm not gonna say. But I think I have seen someone do the Necro book again, but it's not nearly as.
I think that's still very much viable.
I think
we've seen a lot of variations, to be fair, on Arc Warden builds. Still, it's still definitely a hero where there's a lot of ways to play it. Still, there's not sort of a set in stone. I mean, some of the set in stone ways have sort of been thrown out the window, such as we see Arc Warden's not going for like the Midas build, a build that was pretty much prevalent forever on Arc Warden, but some of the top pros now deciding to drop that and go elsewhere.
So they ban out the Mirana. And Serenity takes out the Undying. So Undying, Necro, the double heals, they've already got this position Secret to group up and push. So and that gives them strong lane. Undying Necro can put a lot of pressure onto a Nyx Assassin lane, wherever that's gonna be. So we don't really know where the Nyx is gonna be yet, but we're assuming. I think we can assume. We can't really assume much. So.
Okay.
So Yapso Rubik.
Yeah, that's always great to see. And hey, you
green heroes.
I was gonna say,
3 green heroes.
That's the green strat.
3 green heroes on the Radiant.
Isn't that the colour this year?
It is.
I'm checking my seat. It is. This is the green year of TI. Secret. Keeping it in theme.
This is
Very
a
nice.
lot of magic damage coming out. They have the amplification from Rubik, the amplification from Pugna, and they have a Necro thrown on top. That's a... You can get Reaper Scythe from like 75% HP or more, and just get chunked down once you have the high level. That's scary.
And I'm both Nyx and Clinks are well, I guess you don't really want the strafe, but hey, maybe now that you get sort of the dodge projectiles, it's not as bad. But still, they're having the invis and such. Very nice skills to steal, especially from the Nyx assassin. Not really any way you can go wrong with any of those steals.
Rubik's got good spell. Yeah, I mean just Nyx spells are all good.
Yeah.
So there's a CM.
I like that. I mean, this is great for sort of heroes like Nyx and assassin and Clinks.
Yeah.
So heroes that want to be moving around the map. They are going to be using that mana.
You don't want to get that mana item either. It's like it's kind of weird sometimes. We used to see the Soul Ring on Clinks, but that's kind of gone. It's just the Aquila.
You don't want that now.
Yeah. And this is a good way to... CM's always like the... It's like lane stabilizer. Not in the way that she's like the super strong laner, but you can always nuke and push the wave back with your heroes. You always have mana to do that.
And it's that sort of control as well that really complements the Clinks. You've got that strong slow. You've got the lockdown with the frostbite. Early stages. That plus the Clinks. Easily the time for the Clinks to lay into someone with those searing arrows and get the kill.
I mean, these heroes are like... The reason I'm okay with like Rubik still in a bunch of the games is these heroes that have this AoE able to like you last hit a creep and you harass the enemy, and I think that's what a lot of people are saying. Is like CM, the last hit, the ranged hit, last hit, secure, right? They go to deny it, you nuke it, you probably hit both of them as well as a ranged creep CS with it. So.
Let's see.
Secret. So what's left? There's the Wraith King.
Whoa! Oh! Okay.
That's
Ogre
Puppy.
Magi.
That's definitely Puppy. So that's 4 int heroes. We'll count Ogre as an int hero, right? I guess. Sure.
Well. I mean, no.
Well, whatever.
But anyway,
not really. But kind of 4 int heroes in a way. But Ogre versus Nyx. This is already looking like Nyx is in the lane. It might struggle a bit. You just get punched. You don't really hit.
Yeah, and it's what so that support hero as well that is beefy. Clinks isn't going to be able to bully him.
And he's going to go buckler.
Sort of supports.
He's definitely going buckler.
Oh,
it's like Puppy's going to get
He's
a buckler.
going 2 bucklers. No. Maybe not. We'll see. But no. Okay, the Ogre Magi coming into play. Again, another hero that we've not seen in a while. Not a popular pick. A secret to grab it.
Oh, which one?
The Ogre Magi.
Oh, yeah,
we
the
just
Ogre.
don't,
Yeah.
it's not a popular one. But
I thought you said Necro for a sec. I was like, wait.
I'm not crazy.
Wait, what?
So in terms of who's playing what, we're going to have Fada playing the Pugna probably, and Necrophos being
I think that's where we're left in the
mid
open.
one to last. Oh, you think they could?
They could still put mid.
It's a mid one Pugna. Yeah, for sure.
They could still be moving stuff around. They're keeping their draft open. Serenity.
What have we got here? Something fun.
Their team fight looks a little weak on Serenity. They need something to bring it together. I think running into Secret's team fight looks a little scary right now for them.
Okay, the Lina, magical burst to sort of help punish maybe decrepified, ghost-shrouded targets looking to escape.
You can kill yourself on the Nether Ward though.
That is actually very true. But you can also kill the Nether Ward pretty fast with the Fiery Soul stacks. But to get the Fiery Soul stacks, you have to cast spells, which then hurts you. So it's
but you've
a
got
little awkward.
You've got the way the mixed this hero, which is high mixed magical and high mixed physical, right?
Yeah.
You have this both double damage output. So when the Pugna does decrep, you can nuke. Same thing with the Necro when you Ghost Shroud.
And you got the sisters, the CM.
The sisters. Yes.
The very sort of apt draft for the lore. And Secret with this final ban. So look at its Serenity's lineup. This is probably not going to be the mid Clinks that we've seen. It's probably going to be the safe lane Clinks, right? With the Lina picked up.
I would think so,
Unless it's some old school Lina CM support combo.
It could be maybe Lina off lane, right? Like these are the guys that did the Quap, right? They did the Queen of Pain off lane and stuff. And
I don't think I've ever seen a Lina off lane.
Like Lina Nyx or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, like because I know very little about Serenity. I watched a decent amount of the games they played in the qualifiers, but they're kind of outside the box.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. Final pick, final battle. Sorry for Secret. What are they worried about Serenity grabbing? I don't know. What sort of fits well with Serenity's lineup? What would you? Surely the most likely is they are still looking for their offlaner. Right?
I want a frontliner for Serenity.
You want a big beefy. You want a big beefy offlaner.
Yeah.
You know, I still like. You know, when you see sort of Necrophos, you want a beefy offlaner. I like the Centaur. Right? You get the Ags. Suddenly they're not getting the kills with the Reaper's Scythe. Sure, you got to get to the point where you're getting the Axe.
They banned the Wraith King.
Wraith King, yeah, so
that's
one of the
front
offlaners
line.
we've been seeing. I'd like to
So
I wanna see a
Nick's CM, I
Centaur.
think, are the two supports. Clink safe lane,
Yeah.
Lina mid, and then
That's-
the off. That's the
pick up the
that's the like one that we're expecting, but yeah, could maybe change stuff up. I don't know.
Because I think because of the fact as well, you've got the Nyx assassin against heroes like Necrophos and Pugna. He can have a good game without needing an offlane. You know what I mean? Like he's still
Yes.
going to do a lot in this game. You don't need to give him the resources of an offlane.
I've been seeing people spamming the support Nyx as well.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like I saw
Yeah.
GH spamming, I saw Yapsor spamming, I saw a couple of these guys.
And you
spamming
want to
it
be
too.
moving around the map because what a stun sets up for the Clinks to power into someone. A stun sets up for Lina to drop a combo. So Broodmother's going to be banned out. They're not going to be
good
cheesed
ban.
today.
Good ban.
And let's see Serenity, the final pick. Will it be an offlane hero, as we do suspect? What kind of beef have we got left in the pool? Underlord, Tide, Centaur.
Not a fan of Underlord right now.
What about
This
some
is a
what about
hero.
some Darkseer action? Someone that's going to be able to farm up sort of these auras, set up for the stun combos, vacuum plus, you know, the Lina plus the Nyx assassin could be good. I know it's not a hero that seems to be as popular sort of in the dual lane meta, but it could be that beefy sort of front line, that beefy initiation as well, that sort of addition to a team fight to really make things work. What else do we have in play? For Serenity.
I know these guys used to play Void, but
Void offlane?
I don't know if it fits. I don't know if it fits. Dude, Meepo's not banned. I just realized for Secret too. Secret could Meepo.
I mean, I don't know if is this a good game for Meepo?
They've got a lot of ways to pressure the lanes.
Oh, we forgot about the Tiny.
Hmm.
The Tiny was still there, and Serenity are also Tiny players, as it seems. So, Tiny, the final pick. Secret. Do that, I say. Do they go for some sort of cheese pick like the Ace Meepo?
Meepo.
I don't know if you want to pick Meepo against. Is Meepo good here?
Doesn't sound so fun to play Clinks versus Meepo.
That's true. Clinks doesn't have a great time. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's
as
not
the
that
Meepo
bad.
expert, Owen. I mean, you're usually
A few years ago, you know, I sort of hung up my Meepo boots. Maybe or maybe it's not a terrible game for Meepo. If Ace wants to do it.
Just like like the lanes, like if the lane's still bad, then maybe.
But you're gonna have this sort of Pugna Necrophos push, making space for a Meepo so he can work on his own elsewhere on the map.
I'm just trying to look. I'm trying to think what other heroes, because I'm really on board with it. Okay, Dragon Knight.
You may now select your heroes.
So it's gonna be
So
the
a lot of
Necro
push.
safe lane, and right.
Yeah. Okay. So that with that last pick, yeah, mid 1 DK. Secret. It really just feel like another one of these drafts where Secret's like, we want to win the game fast. You know, they've got so much push. They've got some fantastic bursts as well. Once sort of mid 1 gets that blink or Shadow Blade online, just sort of setting up on a target, opening up, buying time for Ace to walk in, get the Reapers in.
This
They're
works
gonna be able to
better around
delete
the.
heroes.
I mean, this just works better around the lineup. Now they have this initiator, yeah, guy to start the fight, frontliner, hits towers as well. They can set up behind the DK with the Pugna when they're pushing.
Alright, so Secret versus Serenity. Game 1 here of this 2-game series, lads and ladies. And we are going to see Serenity. How will these boys perform over here on LAN at the International 2018? And Secret, are they still sort of riding the highs that they have had, of course, over the DPC season? But ups and downs for sure, but the ups have certainly been very high for Secret with some fantastic LAN performances.
I'm actually, you know, when I see the DK2, like, now they have a hero that can actually benefit from the Bloodlust a bit more, right? Now there's someone that benefits from the attack speed, not just from the movement speed.
And
so.
they do now have that hero as well. I mean, arguably, the DK could get to a point where it's going to be pretty hard for Serenity's heroes to kill, I feel.
Very tanky, yeah. Clinks can't really...
No, you don't sort of walk up as Clinks and pop a strafe and expect to kill a DK unless you're like a full item ahead. But we'll see here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into this matchup. No surprise there, Yapsor with the level 11 Rubik. Absolutely beautiful.
So as the Clinks player on...
You? I don't play Clinks.
So DK stun. Projectile. Right?
Yeah, so strafe for dodging.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat. That can be pretty good.
But obviously not if he's got blink and
if
he's in
insta,
melee form.
yeah, if he's in melee form.
I mean, even if
sure.
yeah,
So.
you got to pop the strafe to. Now, how long does the strafe last nowadays? With 3.5 seconds. Yeah.
3.5, and then it's what with the talent? It's 7 point. Yeah, it's 7.5.
So
more than doubles.
anything else big that you're really dodging? I mean, as you said, the stun's nice to dodge. That's I mean, that's probably like the only sort of big sort of.
What, Ignite?
That's what he's looking to. Sure,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah,
that's
the
the
big one, the
game-changing
big
thing
one.
that he needs to look out for in terms of dodging.
Yep.
If he can stop himself getting stunned by that, he's probably going to get away, unless Yapsol's quick with the telekinesis.
So mid one does in the mid matchup with Alina, with Crystal Maiden, Aura.
Yeah.
Constantly pressuring onto him. I mean, it's a DK. We always give
Yeah,
the.
he can farm under tower.
His farm is just fine, but I think he could be put under pressure if the more like rotations and stuff come out. And I'm looking at this. I'm looking at XCG starting items on this Crystal Maiden, and he is all about the pressure. Crystal Maiden, she has 3 mangoes.
Okay.
Ready for the spam. And they are putting it... Okay, so they're putting the Clinks bottom and the Tiny toward top. So they want the Clinks to have a better time, because they know that Pugna's going to be constantly harassing up top.
Yeah, it'll be a very tough lane for him to sit in, with the amount of damage that Fada can just throw out. Especially if they do keep it so this dual with Yapsa up there as well. A lot of blast.
Look at look at the way they skill right away. Yapster's like, I don't need lift. They already know what they're going to be doing in the lane. They're just all about the spam. Yeah. So 3 heroes starting bottom for Serenity. They're even bringing their mid to secure this bottom rune.
Not often that we see that being done.
Usually they tend to stay there for the block now.
I mean, maybe they don't. Well, we'll see if it does head back for the block. Obviously, still got 30 seconds to maneuver around the map. But yeah,
Puppy.
prioritizing trying to find this early kill. Puppy's got to be careful.
They've got the ward down. Puppy is not the ideal target unless he steps up way too far. But he's
mean,
got a
that-
stout shield on top of the 8 armor.
It's pretty beefy, but there are 3 heroes here, so they'll look towards him.
See?
And they will go for it. Do they quite have the damage? Ace does give that heal to Puppy. It's not enough to save him.
Having
They
that
get
vision.
first blood.
The vision from the ward, giving them those extra right clicks over the tree line.
Secret up
Nice.
top will be able to grab themselves 2 bounties, and indeed the bottom 2 bounties go the way of Team Serenity. But, well, as it looks to be, obviously with both teams playing in that aggressive fashion with the mids, neither lane was blocked anywhere in the mid, so
Yep.
it's going to be pretty much an even start. Yeah, mid one not quite able to get back before the creeps meet, so they're
Dead
back to
even.
a lead,
Yep.
level playing ground.
Now it's just about pulling aggro on the creep wave. Mid one will do that.
We'll see how well they do. ZYD against mid one in this middle lane.
Dire's structures are
Who
fortified.
glyphed that one? I think that was a glyph on the bottom side that Serenity wanted to block. I think Ace walked up and used Pulse trying to get a last hit, and they glyphed it.
Also, ZYD doing a very good job with the early spell usage, bringing mid one very low. As mid one does have to be careful. He's trying to hit that level 2, but as you can see, ZYD making it very hard for mid one to get in and get that XP now. He'll be able to get in and grab it. Another stun. Doing a very good job there, ZYD, of making it hard for mid one to get those last hits every time that he's coming in for one. Starting him down with a light strike array.
It makes it harder that ZYD got the first blood, right? So he's got that little extra, the mantle, not the biggest thing, but every little thing adds up when you're playing him those 1v1 matchups.
Lane Puppy and Ace looking for GGG on the Clinks, and they've got him. Chase him down. Quick couple of slaps from the club of Puppy.
Hey, he's still level 1. Now Crystal Maiden too, XCG. Getting
Bottom
chased out here.
lane, yeah, Ace and Puppy. They can run down these heroes relatively easy. Both very squishy. Saw sort of the lane decision taking the Clinks away from that pressure lane top. But I guess if you think about it, the bottom lane isn't really that much better.
No.
It's still scary for an early leveled Clinks.
Ace gets the last hit on one of those kills too, so surges his mana back toward full. And I mean, this top lane should be very, very nice for Secret as it continues to. I mean, Pugna just is that monster. PYW trying to connect some pulls, make sure you can get those levels, get that early mana burn point up. We'll be interrupted though.
I was say not that easy, but hey, turns back up to the lane, gets a kill on Ace as Ace hangs around alone. GGG.
Guess he just got caught a little bit off guard because he didn't have his creep wave. Puppy had actually pulled it, so he just gets slowed and ran down.
This mid lane pretty even at the moment. 12 for 0 against the 11 for 2.
Yeah, we feel, right, it's the DK. We're always like, oh yeah, he's gonna lose, but oh, yeah, start top.
But they did stack their stuns a bit, but it doesn't matter. Still get themselves the kill. Serenity. Oh, I like it as well. Xinkyu dropping some kisses. One of the nicest ones.
Kiss and the Yahoo are really good. The Yahoo's really good. So that
ZYD.
top lane, they had that. Oh, dropping low, but we'll be okay. They had that level 3. As soon as Tiny is level 3, you have that big window where you deal a lot more damage because you have all 3 of your abilities. And your Tiny. But yeah, YapzOr stepped up a bit too far. So bottom lane, it looks like Serenity has secured this one for themselves since Puppey started moving around, trying to make plays elsewhere. Ace has now been the one that has to actually just start pulling for himself to make sure he can get the lane equilibrium in a better spot for him to farm. I mean, the lane ward that Serenity put early down bottom is putting a lot of pressure onto him, just to constantly watch when he steps up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
How's
attack.
mid one doing? Yep, still pretty even.
Hey, nice stun after the soul usage. Just getting that extra bit of punching on mid one whilst he's low.
But he's got 23 health per second.
Yeah, that's true.
With
the
the tank
regen's always going to be there, so very unlikely to see
Oh, top.
see a solo kill happen in that mid lane. Top lane, indeed, another sort of setup there from PYW with the stun. Fada tries to turn around with the blast, but he's going to go down on this top lane.
I mean, to 4.5 int gain per level on Pugna. So even that low level, even that level 1 mana burn, it hurts. CYD has the haste turn in the bottle, so can get active quite early on. We'll get level 6 very soon too. And TP is going to be available in 20 seconds, so we could see this Lina get active as soon as 6 hits.
Sure. I mean, even the
Maybe
mid lane.
before. Yep.
He's diving in. He lands another light strike here. ZYD playing around with mid one, using this haste rune to his best ability. As mid one getting low, pops the stick charges. ZYD still kiting around. He is starting to tank the tower now. Does have to be careful. Pops the fairy fire, misses the light strike. Does manage to turn, cancel the salve. So ZYD certainly showing us he likes to play. He likes to play flashy.
Yep.
Doesn't get the kill, but still nice to see. This early stage, ZYD strutting his stuff in the middle lane, and oh, it's still got Laguna!
Oh no,
Oh!
mid one.
ZYD! His stock's just gone up. I'm sure some viewers are going to love to see him play. As he's a player.
Tower is under attack.
Man, it looked like mid one saw that he hit 6 too, because he kind of like stepped back and then stepped up anyway. Now YapzOr also getting chased. A couple right clicks.
Another kill.
Top tower is
6 to
under
3.
attack.
Still early days, only a 1k lead, but we're starting to see. No questions was how is Serenity going to show up? These first 5 minutes of the laning stage, they're certainly standing toe to toe with Secret.
Liking the aggression. And Fada's only level 3. Tiny is level 5. So this top lane, they were putting a lot of pressure on, then they burned their whole mana pool, and now it's just Serenity up here. YapzOr's being forced to actually just move around. Maybe looking to set up for mid, try to pressure and take this tower. They've even used their glyph to keep the siege alive. And look at the wards as well in the mid lane. They've got 2 even positioned just to be making sure for mid one.
Laguna's going to be back on for ZYD if they can find any sort of setup. They've got XCJ coming in.
See, Fada's even now.
Yeah.
Fada's pulling the creep wave and walking toward the mid lane, so they really want to get this mid tower. He's also going to have an arcane rune maybe, but no.
Oh no! Now we have PYW able to snatch that from it. And, yeah, Serenity now with 3 heroes in the middle lane.
It's looking like a big win for the early game for Serenity right now. I mean, the Tiny, who is supposed to be pressured by this double range lane, has actually done perfectly fine. Boots, Aquila, Wand, level 6. Fada, level 4.
GGG just going touched over Ace. Ace does have the Ghost Shroud and also the backup of Puppey. GGG starting to juke his way around the trees, but he's got the backup of XCJ. They'll go with the Fire Blast from Puppey onto GGG. Not quite enough control now. Ace and Puppey have to be careful. They'll back themselves away as XCJ. And GGG looking to pounce back. They've got the slow onto Ace.
The Mango uses it, wants to get the Frostbite, but wasn't able to close it on Ace. And top.
Q up top. Another kill for the Tiny as they catch up Fada again. Bottom lane TPs have come in. There is backup as the CM getting surrounded. XCJ will fall. The Secret are there, but there's the rotation as well from ZYD. Goes in straight away the Laguna through the Ghost Shroud of Ace and right clicks down Puppey as well.
Uh-oh.
So losing the support down there. XCJ going down on the CM, but these movements so far, the Lina play from ZYD looking pretty hot.
Yeah, very fast paced. They're pretty much just playing PYW and the Tiny, and Zinq has just been sitting top. This is their domain. While everybody else can play around the map, we can have the Lina making the quick rotations, and the CM Clinks put a lot of pressure onto this bottom lane. Secret definitely on the back foot here.
Look at these smoke plays now. Fada and Poppy. They may catch out. ZYD is looking to head up towards the 8-minute room, but bam, the surprise. The trap is set, and they'll open up onto him with the Decrepify slow to set up for the stun to come in from mid-1. They will punish the Lina. The smoke successful.
They're really prioritizing the mid tower because they know they're like, oh god, our lanes did not go how we kind of expected them to, how we wanted them to, so we have to be able to get something back out of it and just take out at least a tower to get themselves some economy in the game because they are losing a bit by that right now.
Lots of pressure. We'll see if they can do anything to slow this one down. It does put the spike carapace, but nothing going to be thrown out from Secret upon it. Fortification as well from Serenity. Quick blast there from XEJ, stunning to push them back a little bit, but the blast from Fada prevailing as he keeps moving in to drop them down onto the tier 1 tower.
It's taking them a lot of time to take this tower though. Just having the CM and Nyx here is delaying for enough time to let this Tiny farm up. Level 8 Tiny.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And look at this tower's still alive, and now Lina's back. So Secret gonna have to back up. They still don't even have level 6 on Fada.
He's just trying to find it here in the jungle. These neutrals should do it. Yeah, so walking around with Strafe, not the best skill offensively, but may save his life.
Smoke coming out, Serenity. They want to try to kill Ace. He's still pretty weak, only level 5 on Necro. GGG is level 6, has the creep already eaten. Scan comes out, don't catches them. Nice scan by Secret. And now mid lane, they will look to try to kill PYW and take the tower on the side of Secret while the smoke rotation's happening bottom.
Let's see what XCJ and ZYD can find. Secret will back up underneath the trees, middle lane. As you say, the tower falls. Quick spell steal from Yapso. He's able to grab himself the Dragon Slave.
Nice, max level nuke.
Yeah. So Serenity can't quite find the pickup they would hope for now down bottom. So GGG will stand his ground, pushing the Strafe and the Searing Arrows. Tower probably closest, probably in deny range. We'll see if they can get that mid one coming in from the side. He's going to look to walk around from the river to rejoin the rest of his team. Secret keeping that tower alive for now. All bounty runes taken there as well by Secret.
They're starting to deny it now, Ace.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Okay, so they slow down a little bit of Serenity's aggression.
It's going to be, as you say, once Xingqiu hits this fantastic timing of the Blink Dagger, where we're going to see sort of the Tiny really sort of leave his heart for the map. As we've seen, spend most of the time sat mid, sat top, now has moved over to mid. Quick combo onto mid one to hold him back, make sure that mid one's unable to set up onto him for TPs to come in.
Force a reaction instantly with that combo from Tiny. Fada actually made the move.
GGG looking for an opening onto Yapso, but there's the hold of the Reaper's Scythe just to stop some of the right clicks coming through.
Mid lane, mid one, trying to get aggressive onto the Tiny.
They'll be able to turn and punish him. PYW and Xingqiu will punish mid one's aggression mid. Bottom lane, as we saw there, not quite able to get a kill in return. GGG as Yapso kept safe not only by the Reaper's Scythe that Ace dropped down onto GGG, but also the fact that Yapso did have the strafe stolen to dodge those right clicks. Secret are out at the bottom. They be losing mid one there in the middle lane.
Oof. I mean, that was a fresh Dragon form that he loses. That's really costly for Secret's next 60 seconds or so. And the combo between the Nyx and the Tiny right now, they are really leading the charge for Serenity. ZYD's also been having a great game, but that's been more just himself making all those plays. And I believe, that's the Tiny Blink Dagger.
He's going to go grab it. They're smoked up. Xingqiu heads towards the side shop. He's grabbed it. He's ready to jump on bottom, so they have to be careful who they show. It is just Yapso down here at the moment.
Scary. It's so scary when you have these Tinies where it's like you're level 10, you've got Treads, Aquila, and the Blink on top, so your combo is maxed. So all these heroes, they're so squishy for you now. It's like Ogre and DK aren't the most squishy, but they still can get comboed.
They're looking to set up top. There's the jump straight away. There are 4 members here at Secret, but 2 of them just got deleted straight away. In fact, Secret did have sort of the full 5-man around there, but they just lost 2 so quickly that they have to back out of there. Perfect jump. The fantastic timing of the blink reveal from Xingqiu just caught them off guard. They did not expect to be jumped and bursted, especially with the DK on the front line.
It was, I mean, perfect. He tossed one on top of the other one, stunned forward, and then they had the follow-up. They have multi-stun heroes, so Lina and Nyx easily able to line that one up afterwards. And they're not slowing down. They want more. Look at the Tiny's positioning. Stepping up pretty far, though. But again,
the setup is not enough to quite get the kills. Ace still alive for now. Turns around the Ghost Round. The stick charges. PYW tries with the burst of Dragon Slave. Not going to finish Ace off, as Ace will stay alive. TP from mid 1 coming in towards the tier 1 tower. They do want to try and fight back here. Secret they found on the sideline. ZYD on the Lina. Caught out the stolen stun from Yapsa. Holds him down. The Serenity diving a little too deep that time round.
But they do, on the other side of the map, have GGG just split pushing. So he gets a tower. Pretty much has Maelstrom done already at this point. So that's another build we're going to be seeing on the Clinks, I guess, is the Maelstrom. So we've seen a couple already. We've seen like 2 or 3 different builds now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Obviously, one of the nice ways to that magical damage to complement your output. The tower is taken here by Secret. Doesn't look like Serenity will choose to fight back yet, as you say. Still just waiting on these first big major items for the cause. As built for ZYD, as you can see, Yule's just straight into the BKB. Doesn't want to mess around with the vast amount of magical damage that Secret have, which is pretty much their only damage at the moment.
Yeah.
It's all magical from Secret.
He just has to be careful to of this Pugna Ward and all this starting to build up. Sure, most games you see like the Yule Shadow Blade, but this game he's looking at Secret and they want to just kind of like group up in this like death ball, pushing these towers. You need the BKB to be able to take the fights against that versus the Pugna.
Will find himself a regen room for the ball as well, ready for the next fight.
They have so much information they're going to get from these 2 Invis heroes too. We see GGG is already running around the map. He's actually the one placing wards, the Clinks, for his team. I like seeing teams do that, where they give it to like the Furion or something to TP in the jungle, like these a little bit unexpected wards that you really won't be able to D-ward.
And this is sort of the big pickup for Secret as well. They have the Blink Dagger on mid 1, so if they were to get him in there, well, they might not even need to do so here. They have the sentry down, but PYW keeps his distance.
Very nice. So, bit of wasted time there.
They do get the scan on him, so Secret do know still his whereabouts, but I mean, the bounty runs up. They're going to have to let it go the way of Serenity. Serenity will be able to claim the one from bottom.
So mid 1 has a blink, so now they've got...
Yeah, that's the
Secret at least has... They have a way to start the fight. Before they didn't really.
If you get the blink jump on someone, drop the combo with a Reaper's Scythe, that they should be a Reaper's Scythe kill. And especially like Lina, Clinks, when he's not got his ult up, you saw these squishier cores.
Probably on most of them anyway.
Yeah.
They just have so much ways to like damage amplify.
They should be able to delete one hero out of the fight at the start of each game.
A little bit different to see that Fada's actually going just straight for the Aeon Disc. Doesn't have the Aether Lens in between, because he did end up having pretty rough time in that lane. Dying 3 times. After, the first 3 waves, it was all Secret favor, and then afterwards, Fada was out of mana. And then they just got destroyed. The mana burns just really started to add up.
Regeneration.
Now they are doing that group up though that we were mentioning.
Jump in, the stun, look at the grab, there's the Reaper Scythe. Bam, easy deletion of a hero. That's the Nyx Assassin out of the 5 for 45 seconds, so Secret can put on some pressure to this tier 2 tower.
They're actually buying back.
Okay, wanting to hold this tier 2, doesn't want to let it go.
While the Tiny split pushing top, the Nyx, it's a cheap buyback. I think it was only like a couple hundred gold, not even. And he actually just forces Secret off the tower with that buyback. Okay.
That invis room.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Almost Echo Saber on Tiny, so he'll probably go like all triple BKB afterwards, right? Lina's getting kind of close to hers. GGG also building BKB as well. Dream game for Team Serenity to go for that BKB versus Pugna and Necrophos. You kind of need to. Excite and CG.
We'll find him here. Ace chasing him down into the trees. They'll get the CM. The rest of Serenity at the moment all up towards that top lane. Secret, they've got the 5-man mid. They're ready to continue to push down and have a second chance of taking the tier 2 mid. Don't have the Elder Dragon form, but still with the amount of sustain and push, they should still have an easy time of finding at least this tier 2. The top tier 2 is starting to get hit on by Serenity.
They gotta start backing off mid 1. Unable to find anybody. They get the tier 2. How much damage was done by Serenity on this one? Not a whole lot. It was early. It was the glyph used by Secret to make sure they couldn't get any split push action going on there. So still fairly close. Only 3k gold, 5k, 6k experience. Still at the moment for Serenity.
the hood now on Ace.
That's
So
absolutely needed this game.
Sure. They do still obviously have physical ways to work around it.
Yeah, I think that's why he went
tiny.
the Veil first, right? So he wants some more armor, and he goes for the hood. So just trying to make himself be protected. Fada bottom.
Xingqiu finds him. He's got the combo. Fada isn't getting out. Quick plays there from Xingqiu. Next time will be a little safer, as he does have the Eon just complete.
Now he's gonna go back for the Aether Lens. So I guess he's just recognizing. I mean, if he's in the front line versus these heroes, they will kill him. Does Puppy have a buckler yet? Oh, he went Urn. Okay, nice. Yeah, good Urn game, especially if they're pushing. I mean, their lineup is all about just pushing together behind that nether ward. So BKB is done now for ZYD, and it looks like Serenity does want to take this fight with this timing. They've even got GGG. You see him positioned all the way in the back lines. He's got the Death Pact available too. He does get spotted by the Creep Wave now, though. So Secret should be ready for a fight here.
Puppy on the front lines, dropping a sentry. In preparation for this, opens up the stuns onto PYW. Can they find the position to fight? ZYD pops the BKB. Tries to land the stun on Yapsa. Actually mistimes it, so Yapsa will be fine. Mid one will not, though. So the Laguna Blade comes out. One down at the moment, make it 1-for-1 as the Nyx Assassin will fall, but with the wraparound, Xingqiu ready to come in for more. They'll turn towards the CM. CM gets blasted. The right click from ZYD flying through onto Ace, but with that fail, with the extra armor in the hood, not quite enough burst to bring him down. Ace still alive for now. He's hiding. They've got the Decrep. They turn. The self-fuel's there from the Lina. ZYD keeping himself safe from the stun. He's still trying to fight on, but the damage, it's too much for him. ZYD will fall. GGG, the Xingqiu, though, with the cleanup, as they'll find a fourth. They'll turn towards Ace. Ace can't quite find GGG as GGG.
He's got one charge.
He goes with the invis.
They've got to be careful. Ace can turn this on them.
They're backing off. They don't want to hang around any longer. So a bit of a scrappy fight between both sides, but it is, of course, as you can see, Team Serenity getting out with Xingqiu and GGG alive, two of their cores. And they did manage to get both, well, mid one and Fada being the two cores that did fall in that fight for Secret.
Yeah, Ace got both of the kills too. So he killed the Nyx, of course. The ulti didn't kill him, but the pulse afterwards. And then I think his Heartstopper aura actually ticked and killed the CM, so that's why he had that extra regen. So I think it was the Heartstopper that it might have been a pulse, but I think it was the Heartstopper, and that's actually what saved them from the right clicks from the Lina. So we'll see the Reaper Scythe comes out. Mid one gets absolutely destroyed. This was the BKB reveal, of course, by ZYD. But we see there's the regen coming out from Ace. He's already full HP off of this one. Yeah, it was a Heartstopper kill in between the Pugna life drain ticks, and you see his health regen because of that.
Yeah, plus 58.
Keep him alive. Yeah. Pretty committed dive there by ZYD on the Lina.
Very all-in fight from both teams, but pretty much ends up with the game continuing to be in the same position that it was beforehand.
It was
Serenity still with a slight 3k lead.
It's a very slight
and
win for Serenity there.
Xingqiu still leading the charge on his tiny 605, top of the net worth, and he's pretty much got the money for the Shadow Blade. Bottom lane. The opening's there from PYW as he finds the DK. Xingqiu's in as well. Look for the follow. Mid one will try and turn with the stun to hold them back. But the kill will still be successful. The three of them, as you say, they sort of set up around the map that PYW can provide for the follow-up of heroes like Xingqiu's tiny. With that blink and the TP scroll, he'll always be there to follow up.
And it seems like they're always the ones looking for the ganks instead of just like the group up push. Because you look at like Secret's lineup, they don't really have the heroes to like, all right, me and you pair up, we're gonna go kill somebody. While you look at Serenity, it's like this Nyx Assassin, this Clinks, they're always gonna be giving information on the map, looking for pickoffs. And now they've even got a Shadow Blade on the tiny too. So always gonna be looking to catch Secret when they're split up. While Secret, they're looking to just take those 5-on-5 engagements around the nether ward. Nope. As soon as they get hit by nether ward, they're like, nope, see ya. They're like, goodbye.
Out of there. No point in finding that. In terms of the build, as you say, you know, Fada getting the Eon first, he's still going to go back for the Aether Lens.
Yeah. I mean, you need that item on that hero. Everything feels weird to cast without the Aether Lens. Like Nether Blast is the cast range is actually so tiny near you. And if you saw, did you see Ace's item build? That was one that I don't think I've seen too often on the Necro.
Well, straight up heart.
Straight heart after the hood. Oh, just wanting to survive. They just want to group around this Necro and have Heartstopper be the dream. And the spam of the pulse.
Certainly a way to sort of survive those initial bursts, as we've seen. If he has the heart in the hood, chances are he will get the chance to pop Ghost Shroud, get a couple of heals out. But yeah, really going all in on just being that sort of irritating hero that's just going to survive throughout the fights and really makes you question if how many of your resources you want to put on trying to kill Ace in these fights. And the build from Lina as well looks like ZYD. He's going to be queuing up the Bloodstone.
Okay.
So that old school Lina build, not something that we see all the time. Wants to make sure he's got the mana to keep those spells spammed. And
always have Fiery Soul stacked up. Yeah,
have it at max.
It's pretty nice. They've got BKB timing, so GGG, maybe this is where we see Serenity again. Just keep looking for those fights since they've got double BKB. But Secret's also on the prowl for that engagement. They've got the Reaver as well.
There's the jump. Mid one, open straight away. He's onto a CN though. They'll put the Reaper Scythe down. They're popping a lot of stuff down onto XCJ, and XCJ will finally fall, but they've lost mid one for that. Secret threw a lot onto that Crystal Maiden, and they lose a DK for it. Maybe even more. Secret's got to be careful here as the jump in from Jinkyu comes out onto Yapzor. He's held in place by the Yules. He'll get bursted too. They really focus fired that Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. And they didn't have everybody in range in time either, so they actually couldn't even get the full Reaper's kill. That was
a little weird.
A little weird. Mid one dies.
That's going to cost them a bit. But Roshan's now open for the taking.
Yeah. There's a weird spot too. You see Fada like kind of walks into the river and dropped his Nether Ward in the river too. So they're just like, oh, okay, we have full vision of it. Quickly kill it, and from there, yeah, Secret just can't take the fight anymore.
Interesting to see the Serenity still respect the 3 of Secret that are up. I guess it's low timers on the death, so they're not actually going to commit to Roshan. They got it down to about 2/3, but they back out of the pit. They don't want to stick around to finish it off. Just making sure not to slip up against Secret and get caught off guard.
So Silver Edge is going to be the choice for the Tiny. So breaking the DK for the most part, so they can always get those kills. But again, look at this. They're always on the prowl. PYW always giving information, trying to set up the kills.
There's the setup between the two of them. Opening up for Jinkyu to walk in, get that right click off with the combo. Mid one will turn with the stun. Can he get himself back to safety? No, he can't, because the damage from GGG's there as he pops the BKB, stands his ground, and starts to pound away with the searing arrows, forcing Secret back. Secret starts to retreat. Jinkyu with the toss there, dragging them back into the ultimate of the CM. Perfect play from the Tiny, setting up for GGG on the Clinks to pick up the triple kill. I gotta say, Jinkyu's Tiny's been absolutely on point. 6-0-10. As we saw their neat little plays like that, making sure that as many as Secret's heroes are caught in the damage from the CN's freezing field.
They're just playing at a very quick pace, and they're always responding with more heroes. Like Secret, they all TP'd, but it was a little bit too late to end up.
Yeah, just still on cooldown as he gets caught out, and now they're content with going into the Roshan pit. There's 4 dead on Secret's lineup. Serenity into the pit will pick themselves up the Aegis, and now 24-13 sit at a 10k gold advantage in their first game here at the International 2018. It's looking to be a strong start, and they're showing from this team that a lot of people were ready to see how they perform.
I mean, mid one is like suffering super bad this game too. He's 3-7 because he's kind of the sacrifice. He's just like, all right, blink stun, Reaper Sight the guy I'm stunning, and then I'm dead. They use everything on me, and then we're fighting without your DK. This does seem pretty tough for Secret, even though they're trying to rally around the Nether Ward, trying to take these 5-on-5 engagements. Serenity is there with more every time. Look at how fast they collapsed on the map. That was the impressive thing to me if you look at the mini-map. Like, they're setting up with this gank with these two, but already you see the Clinks as well as the Crystal Maiden starting to run in. And then Lina TPs even to the shrine while this fight's happening pretty far away, so she starts running. So
and look at Jinkyu on the Tiny, just keeping his distance, making sure that he is going to be able to have that blink available to jump in and bam, find the follow-up as soon as... Because he knows the rest of his team's going to be able to bully Secret to the point the Secret are going to be on the retreat, and he just has to be there to get in and get that toss back so they get that extra core kill.
And they have so much disable and AoE, like AoE lockdown, like Strike Array, Tiny Avalanche, Nick Stun, even the CM ult and Nova, all these different spells to make the team fight just that much easier, and just keeping that lockdown going. Like I see Necro, Ace runs in, gets stunned, then he gets Spike Carapace, then he gets Avalanche, then he gets tossed. He's just controlled throughout the entire engagement of the fight.
I mean, yeah, both Tiny and Lina just absolutely massive at this point. 27 minutes in, CYD finishing off the Bloodstone on top of the Yules and the BKB.
Yeah, I mean the synergy on that Serenity so far has been really, really crisp.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Top lane. Got Puppy and Fada looking towards Jinkyu, but this is a very hard kill for the two of them to find. They want. Now the Dragon Form about to wear off, and PYW
again on the prowl. Every time.
There we go. So try and open up. He'll turn his attention towards the Necrophos there with the Yule setup. There is backup for Secret. And Secret keep these boys off, and that's the question with the BKB pop from GGG as he's ready to hold his ground and push on forward. A second yourself to use to throw Ace up in the air. There's the jump in from mid one, goes for the stun onto ZYD. The brief fire as well. It's not enough to kill off ZYD. In fact, Secret, they've got to be careful again. Yapsil falling incredibly low. The stun comes out from PYW. That's going to be Yapsil gone. Light Strike Array from ZYD lands on top of Puppey. The Decrepify from Fado trying to keep Puppey safe. Will allow him to back off. ZYD's BKB beginning to wear off from the trees, going with the freezing field, but Puppey's there with a Fire Blast to cancel it. But the damage, the right clicks just punching down mid one. The BKB doesn't matter, he'll still fall. Puppey will crumble, even with the heart. This Necrophos is not surviving as Serenity take 4, another triple kill for Xingqiu. Wow. As Secret just seem to be out of answers now. They're behind, they had this lineup that was looking to perform much better in the laning stage. And then at this point of the game, how do they come back into it? Because Serenity, all 3 of their cores are starting to go off.
There's just so much control in these team fights. Everyone's getting, like, if you get stunned once, you're getting stunned 4 times, it seems like, if you're on the side of Secret. And the way that Serenity's prioritizing the places where they choose to fight too, right? They just fought here a few minutes ago. They put new wards up, so they have full advantage of the vision in the fights. And mid one, he BKBs, blinks in, and he actually couldn't find a target to stun. He kind of just walked back and forth and then just died to auto attacks from the Clinks. So Serenity just perfectly positioning themselves, like right on that high ground too, all 5 of them just staying right around each other. It's looking very nice.
So the next game plan is here from Serenity, how they want to use this advantage. Xingqiu pretty much with the goal for his Reaver towards the heart and the Tiny.
You can see how Secret's just so on the back foot. They're just, everyone's sitting behind Ace now. Their lanes are, the bottom lane's in an okay spot, but top lane's already pushing in. They're not even trying to deal with that. They just want to try to fight Serenity. But again, Serenity already positioned.
Absolutely, they're on the high ground. They're ready for that movement from Secret. Bursting down, Puppey, they've got the stun onto the Necrophos. Decrepify comes out from Fado, trying to keep Ace alive. Will be enough to keep Ace safe for now. Yule's up once again though. Have they got the stun control for him? He pops the hood, continues to back off the turn with the stolen Laguna's Blaze there onto the Nyx Assassin. They will find a kill in return, but on the front line, Ace just getting beaten down again. Does have that ghost form to keep himself okay from the right clicks. Mid one trying to commit onto Xingqiu with the BKB. Decrepify from Fado looking to slow down Xingqiu, but it's not enough to slow him down for the chase. And in fact, mid one's the one held down by the Frostbite from XCJ. Another fight where Serenity are continuing to come out top. GGG now godlike on his Clinks.
Like, it's a stun, it's another stun, it's another stun. It's like, all right, Ace, he uses Ghost Shard. I use him. All right, he lands again, stun him again, throw a Nova. They're always controlled on the side of Secret. The fights look so difficult for them. And they've got the BKB on mid one, but he's the only one. And everyone else is super susceptible to this.
You got the Lincolns now complete on GGG. ZYD, after that Bloodstone pickup, is now up to 21 Bloodstone charges at 30 minutes.
Infinite mana, just spamming non-stop, always having 3 Fiery Soul stacks.
And Fado, he's been found in the tree line. GGG's there with a hunt. He's got eyes upon him. Fado tried to turn, but there's the Light Strike Array from ZYD. Quick Laguna Blade, and the Dragon Slave will bring him down.
Damn.
It just doesn't stop here for Serenity. 32-14. Their debut match here at the International 2018, and their debut, in fact, in terms of DPC events throughout the year. These are the new boys, and they're turning up in style against Team Secret in this game 1.
And they're making it look, I mean, I wouldn't say look super easy, but they're looking very coordinated is the important thing for me. Like the symphony of skills that they've been having, the Tiny throwing people back into like Frostbites, back into CM freezing fields, like anything like that. It's great to see a team being able to do that when you haven't played at TI before, right? Like
yeah, exactly. We see so many teams sort of, you know, come through qualifiers and such, turn up to something like TI, and they sort of buckle, you know, under the pressure. I mean, it's under the pressure because there's less pressure for sort of the teams that they're sort of like the underdogs, newer teams that a lot of people don't know what to expect from. But to be able to come up and show up as they are here in this game 1 with a lot of flash, a lot of flair, doing it their own style, having sort of the leaner pick. You know, this is not a hero that we're seeing every game. But ZYD certainly making it work. 7-4 and 13. Fantastic iron timing, and the Shiva's Guard very soon to follow.
He's just keeping his presence always on the map, always staying aggressive. And the same thing with the Tiny. I mean, XNQ. Again, looking for Puppey.
And he's found him. No escape for Puppey. Can they get the control onto Ace? So that's the question. They're trying to chase.
He's got Boots of Travel and Bloodlust. Pretty speedy.
A little too speedy. As he's back up to the high ground. Secret just constantly getting pressured back into the base.
Again. Yep. I mean, Ace survives for a pretty long time. 8-4 and 3 on Ace so far with this heart and everything, but the rest of his teammates struggle so much to get into the fights and actually throw some damage onto what Serenity's got right now. So even the Nyx is tanky. Like BYW, look, this guy's got 1800 health. Took the 325 health talent. Level 18 as well.
Closing in on. Well, as a closing in, he's going for the Eon Disc, of course. It's just going to take a bit of time, but yeah, once he has that, it's only going to be this nuisance for Secret, even more so in these team fights.
Yeah, Secret just. It's looking very hard for them to come back in this game because sure, it's like Ace isn't having that hard of a game, but the rest of his team, I mean, look at the Pugna and the DK's net worth. They are half them. Both of them combined is this less than the Tiny right now. And they do need one of those other heroes to be able to scale. So Ace will queue up the Aghanims next. That might be one of the few ways for them to try to come back, right? Just get some Chain Reaper Scythes fighting with a numbers advantage. But so far, Serenity has not really been giving that opportunity to Secret in this game. How's our APMs looking? Saw a couple of them pop up.
I don't think we've got it on this game.
They didn't turn on this
They
game?
removed the APM.
Oh.
It's my favourite bit of the show.
So, Serenity continuing to just keep their map control and farm as much as possible. I guess just waiting and stalling for that next Roche. Keep scouting it out with XCG, and Secret's just still trapped in their base. They're starting to feel like they need to do something. They're going to smoke up. They've got the level 18 on the Necrophos as well, so the stronger Reaper Scythe. Serenity's all in the area. They're ready for this fight. Scan comes out from Secret.
See if they can get the ward down. There's the Yule set up onto Yapso. Light Strike to follow it up. Perfectly timed by ZYD with the double damage. A few hits, the Rubik's gone. The ward quickly dispatched off as well.
As soon as Secret starts seeing like the number advantage for Serenity right outside their base, they're like, ooh, fighting outside the base is a bit risky when we're at this much of a deficit. They actually have to be fighting with that high ground advantage.
Yeah, they've somehow just got to find at the start of the fight that jump and burst that we talked about, and not onto a Crystal Maiden. They have to take off one of the cores at the start with the DK initiation into the Reaper side follow, but it's getting harder and harder to do, as we've seen with the beef being built up by the cores of Serenity. They put with the BKBs, those sort of pick-offs at the start of the fight aren't going to happen.
They've got to look for what it looks like is the Lina, because the Clinks already has the Lincoln Sphere as well as the BKB, so that'll give him a second to get that immunity off, and Tiny has 5,000 life. So if they can do the 2300 or whatever initially, and then throw the Reaper Scythe, but that might be a bit of a tall order still.
Q on the hunt once again as Secret have started to leave the base, and Ace, he's been found. He is beefy, so won't die straight away. Is there anyone else coming in for the side of Serenity? They're trying to. They're looking to chase down Ace. As you said, he's speedy. He's hiding in the tree line. He does have backup on the side of it all, but the Light Strike, the Laguna comes out. Can they burst down Ace in time? The toss, Q, not enough damage to kill off Ace, as Ace will keep himself alive. BKBs have been popped as GGG. They're going to move forward. They'll take the Nether Ward down. No one to fall. No one alive for now. Q tries to jump forward with the tree throw. Still not quite enough to get the kill.
They start to drop him low. Immediately the Lincolns gets thrown on him once he drops around half HP. And now Roche has spawned. So Aegis and Cheese available, and Serenity still in a good spot to be able to go for that.
We'll see if Secret do manage to fight and contest this Roshan.
I believe Ace survived.
I mean, he obviously with his build.
He's got a heart, but
he's got a lot of beef.
It's still pretty remarkable that he's able to tank through all that. This Roche
should be a free one.
Oh yeah.
As Secret, understandably, just playing very timid around the pit. Not going to look to commit to it, as ZYD is able to grab himself the Aegis on Lina.
It's just getting scarier and scarier though, right? The gold and the net experience, it's getting to astronomical points. We're at 27,000 gold lead and almost a 45,000 experience lead, which isn't something you see too often. If you look at the kills, it's 14 to 34, but it's been Serenity pretty much for the last almost like 18 minutes or so, them just leading all the moves around the map. Secret just, they're kind of trapped. They're good at making sure, like, they're not really, like, you don't see them actually farming the lanes too often. They're kind of just pushing them in as quick as possible and looking for team fights on the side of Serenity, because they've had this big lead for such a long time.
on mid lane. There's Cedric down in the tree line. It's PYW and CYD now starting to come across, see if they can start something.
Secret's got vision around here.
Yeah, they know that the hunt's on, and they are not going to be caught out. And they're back up again.
And they're going to lose their vision. So getting more and more items. Level 25 as well starting to come out for Serenity. Tiny has the AC finished on top. How's the levels on Secret? So level 19 Necro, Fada 16, 17 on mid one. So yeah, that 45k experience is definitely showing itself.
There we go, starting to get some damage onto the tower. Secret, they've got to do something to slow this one down. They'll look for the Fire Blast onto the Tiny. Xingqiu starts to back away, but ZYD there with the Fire Soul stacks just doing a lot of damage there to that tower. Now down to less than half health. There's a full Nullifier picked up by GGG on the Clinks.
That is
so
big item versus the Pugna as well as the Necrophos now.
Yeah. That instant sort of cripple the Purge and slow and control.
Yep.
Should
Purge
guarantee
just a
them
block of
kills.
the items. Yeah,
Yeah.
just both. I feel like I've seen Secret. If we had a heat map, I think we've seen them in this particular area for the last like 15 minutes or so. They can't really step too far outside. It's too difficult for them.
Yeah, the whole game, as we've been saying, the pick-off play of Serenity has been flawless. Xingqiu, PYW setting things up across the map for the entirety of the game. And they'll open up again onto the Deirdre. There's going to be the jump forward from mid one. Does go for the stun. They've got the telekinesis as well onto the Clinks. The Xingqiu's in with the toss. The avalanche onto two. Yapsor used up, nullified straight back down. That's Yapsor gone. The Laguna Blade onto Waste. He's falling low. Another Yule's being used here by Serenity to try and hold him in place. There's the Light Strike on point from ZYD, but he's getting focused down by mid one. They'll take the Aegis out of him. But mid one, he cost a lot of his life for that one, trying to commit to the fight. He gets taken out. He'll have to buy back straight away. So far, Secret only able to take the Aegis out of the hands of Serenity. As Serenity, they get 2 kills, they get a buyback as well, and they'll also get the melee racks as they finish them off, turning towards Puppey. The Nullifier upon him with that fast attack of the Fiery Soul passive. They are going to be able to slow Puppey down, kill him off another time. They'll turn themselves towards another as Ace will fall. That's a full set of racks. Serenity are not stopping. They're 41k ahead. Secret still holding on to this game, or at least trying to. But Serenity, in this game one,
they've got this one.
They have absolutely done it, and in an incredible style as well, and not in a close style whatsoever. There were very few points in this game that I really felt that Secret could come back in. Surely we saw Ace build up this sort of very tank build. You know, he was going to be able to survive for a little bit in the fights, but the combo, the control, Xingqiu's Tiny, that's getting a ban, I'm telling you now. Surely. The Tiny play.
They first picked this Nyx, and
yeah,
this Nyx was also remarkable. The combos. The last fight, I clicked on Ace, and he walked up and he used a pulse, just a casual pulse. The Nyx carapissed him. They got like 4 or 5 stuns follow up. They used him afterwards, stunned him again afterwards. And meanwhile, this is happening. The Tiny is throwing people into the combos. So he blinks on the sideline, tosses someone into where the Light Strike array is already going, throws an avalanche on top. There was a lot of, like, you know, the symphony of skills that was coming out from Serenity this game.
Yeah, that was, I mean, did she say, doesn't die at all. 13-0-17, Xingqiu on his Tiny. And look at that, perfect synergy as well. Look at that, both Tiny and Lina, the same last hits. You don't
same
see
last
that
hits?
You don't see that often. They're on the same wavelength, these boys, Xingqiu and ZYD. Both hitting 369. That's a craiggasm. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This game one, Team Serenity turning up. I know people will be quick to sort of jump the gun and say, it's the new Wings.
Yeah.
They're going to do it. And there'll be a lot of people looking to jump on the hype train. That was only one game.
It was, and I feel...
It was one game.
I did feel, you know,
But it looked good.
They first picked Nyx, right? And Secret responded with Necro Pugna. So I feel like... I did feel like that hurt Secret a bit just off the bat. And yeah, I mean, the Nyx and the Tiny for me really... They played excellent to me. And of course ZYD. You can't really take credit away from any of the guys on Serenity because they had so much synergy running them out. And Secret... They got to a point where they kind of just got run over.
Okay, well, it sounds like apparently production needs to have a break, so we are going to have a break. We will be back very shortly with Game 2 of Serenity versus Secret. So don't go anywhere. We should be able to hop in the lobby very, very soon and get that on your screens. We'll see you in a second.